Gummy TC, God's Union Marriage Ministry YouTube channel. It still cracks my wife up.
Yes, it does. It certainly does. So we're continuing a discussion on intimacy that we've been having for a while. We started this discussion at New Hope Missionary Baptist Church on Enterprise in Memphis, Tennessee, and we started talking about communication and building intimacy in your relationships. And then today we had some more discussion on building intimacy and why was intimacy so important in a covenant marriage. And so today we're going to talk about intimacy some more, except we're going to be a little bit more specific in our topic, and we're going to talk about sexual intimacy. So, I want to talk about sex today.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about sex.
Yes.
Let's talk about.
Okay. So,
Salt and Pepper, 1993.
We won't be long. We just want to come and bring you 3 points. That's all. And we might have a continuation on this video. We don't know, because sex is an awesome topic. And according to my husband today, I always want to talk about it. So here we are talking about it. So today, we just want to bring you 3 points again. And the first one is that we want you to talk about sex. We want you to talk about it with your spouse. Not just anybody, with your spouse.
Specifics, thank you.
And make sure that you're discussing with your spouse things that please you. It's really important. We run into couples all the time that are not pleased sexually in the marriage, and that's not a good thing. There was actually a video from The Art of Marriage.
Yeah,
Thank you, baby. The Art of Marriage, where a woman was on there giving her testimony and said that she had not had an orgasm in 20 years or ever, I think. And
after having
it was 12 kids.
10, it was 10. It was 10 kids.
Okay, she had a lot of kids.
So 20 years of marriage, 10 kids, no orgasm.
Yes, and then she finally had one.
WTH? Really?
Yeah,
no.
Exactly. Okay.
Mind blower. Still thinking about it.
I know.
I'm bothered by it. So when my wife says communicate with your spouse about sex, you're probably wondering, what? Baby, I want some. That's not necessarily what you want to do, but initially, when you're in a relationship, you want to talk about the things that you like. She wants to talk about things that she likes, so you can get it together. As husband and wife, you should be able to talk about any and every topic.
Exactly.
So, if you like sex in the morning, they should know that. If they like it in the nighttime with the lights off, you should know it. It's literally that easy to just discuss what you like.
Exactly.
That way they can focus on pleasing you. The role of husband and wife is to try and please the other.
Yes.
In all things.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you do it as unto doing it to the Lord. So, I can't be a selfish lover. I always tell Zena that when we discuss with other couples about sex and intimacy, why is it a problem? That's one topic that should be fun. Unless there are some health issues we're battling. If everybody's healthy, sex should be off the chain.
Exactly.
And you know, experiment with each other, play. Sometimes we laugh when making love. So, here are some things that Zena and I thought about when it comes to sex. You mentioned how we let each other know when it's time. If we've got hectic schedules, and, you know, things have gotten a little bit out of whack as far as timing, Zena had some good ideas. She had thought about, there's a card.
So I want to make sure that you're setting, not necessarily setting a schedule for sex, but if that's what you have to do, then do that by all means. If that means you're going to get sex, please set a schedule. Yeah. But what I want you to be aware of is that sometimes a wife may not be, it may not be a feasible time for your wife, especially if she has so many things on her schedule or has had a stressful day already. Even though I would say the same thing that you're probably thinking, that stress, that sex will alleviate the stress. However, for a woman, adding something else to our plate, even if it's sex, doesn't always equate relief of stress. That just means more stress. So we want to make sure that you're setting times or talking to your spouse about when are good times. And sometimes it's hard to talk to your spouse about that. So there are some nonverbal things that you can do to communicate when you want to have sex. I know that there was a couple that gave an example of them putting a scarf over the door. So tying a scarf around the door, which signified that whatever that scarf is, that one particular scarf, maybe it's red or blue, I don't know. And then you tie it around the door. And when that's around the door, that you know somebody, whoever put it there, they need some sex that night. Another thing that you could do is a clock. You could make a clock or get an old clock that maybe doesn't work, and then you just move the hands on the clock to whatever time. So the man would have a different time. Let's give the man 6 o'clock. That's his time. And that means
straight up and straight down.
That means that it's his time he wants sex. And maybe a woman, our time could be 3 o'clock. So if you walk into your bedroom and that clock is on 6 o'clock, then you know that, okay, that means your spouse or your husband needs sex. And if it's on 3 o'clock, then the husband knows that the wife needs sex that night. Another thing is you could use cards, like red on one side and green on the other side, and you can just have those on your nightstand. Whenever your card side is red facing up, that means no sex tonight, just like a red light. Red means stop. And then when it's on green, when the green side is facing up, then that means good, we're good to go. Sex can happen tonight. And I'm sure you can think of some other things or other ways that you can communicate how you're going to talk about or let each other know when is a good time for you to have sex. So those are some discussions. The first thing is that you want to communicate to your spouse about sex and what things please you, what things you need in the bedroom, and then when are we going to have sex.
Yeah, those are great points. Now, in addition to that, please understand that as you all learn each other and grow together, that when you see that particular notification, it might not be instantaneous.
Yeah.
It may be something that needs to be built up. And now, men, I'm saying this to you. With your wife, sex is tied to her emotional well-being.
Exactly.
So, if you've been yelling, fussing, complaining, and all of that, and you go upstairs and set the clock to 6, you probably are not going to make love that day. You can cancel that. Get some ice and put on your balls. But what you can do is prepare by, I know I want to make love to my wife today. It's been a couple of days. Sweet card, calling throughout the day, which you should be doing already.
Yeah.
Bringing home her favorite candy, some M&Ms or a dark chocolate or a rose or a few roses. You don't have to blow the bank, but things to show that you are into her, to initiate the loving side of things, not just cold turkey. Give me some. You want to be loving and endearing, so this is be an enjoyable experience for both parts.
Yes. I agree. Good point. I'm glad you said that.
Give me some. No, really, give me some.
Okay. So secondly, we got to make this video first.
Okay.
Secondly, wives, you need to initiate. That's really important. I think in most marriages, men are the initiators when it comes to sex.
Say it again, baby.
Men are the initiators, but we want the wives to be more initiating. It's important that your husband feels like you want him and feels like he's needed in that area, and that he's desired. You know, you want to desire your husband, and you want to let him know that you want him, that you think he's sexy, and you think he's the man for you, and that he is everything to you. And so you want to initiate sex at times as well. And I think that's really important. And when you're initiating sex, make sure that you wear something sexy to bed, and maybe put on some lipstick, even maybe some eyeshadow or something. Maybe you want to burn some candles in the room, or you want to play some soft music in the background. Whatever it is that will get you in the mood to want to initiate and have a wonderful romantic night. You want to add to any of that?
Give me some.
And then
that's cute. That's awesome. Use me, baby. Use me. Tonight. That was a song. It ain't over.
All right. Point number 3. Men.
Yes.
Make sure that you are giving your wives non-sexual touches. That's really important. And non-sexual touches are touches like holding hands, hugging, kissing, and snuggling. Anything that is non-sexual, and by non-sexual meaning the touch is not necessarily going to lead to sex. Even though you may be thinking that it's going to lead to sex, it may not lead to sex. And so you want to just have those non-sexual touches so your spouse, your wife, feels like she's loved as well. Just like we want to initiate sex so that our men feel wanted. Men, you want to do non-sexual touches so your wife feels like she's loved and wanted by you. She wants to know that you desire her, and not just in a sexual way, that you desire to be close and intimate with her on a non-sexual basis. And so these are just the 3 points we wanted to come and talk to you about today. Make sure that you communicate with each other about sex. That's really important, that you communicate about everything in your marriage. You should be able to talk to your spouse about every single thing. Your spouse should be your best friend. I can't say that enough. And then secondly, wives, you want to initiate sex with your husbands.
Oh, yeah.
And then thirdly, men, you want to make sure that you're giving your wives non-sexual touch. And that's all we got for you today.
That's all we have for you today on Gummy TC. Remember, Gummy TC is God's Union Marriage Ministry YouTube channel. I thought of that all by myself. You all have a blessed one, and we thank you all for watching. Please leave your comments below. Get in contact with us. Go to the website, godsunionmm.com. Go to the blog, godsunion.blogspot.com. Come on, check us out. See you soon. Take care. Be blessed.
Bye-bye.
Sugar time. That was a good one, baby.
When it's blinking, it's recording?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes. Y'all see us getting prepared. It's part of the bloopers reel. Today, I'm rocking.
Probably won't be, baby.
I'm rocking my rap guy video outfit on. See the designer jeans? I got my Nike sweets on, all white joints. My baby got her video vixen, mature video vixen outfit on. Growl. Crocodile, leopard, lizard, snake.
Interesting.